What's going on, friends and family? My name is Skylent. Do you remember in New Vegas, the start of the game, your profession apparently was a courier? You just a little delivery boy. And, there's more and more games where it's like, Euro Truck Simulator. There's actually this game I wanted to check out where it's like you're like a space freighter. A lot of games that's just about delivering stuff and things, just running from place to place. Look at Mirror's Edge, just run a parkour. That foot game can be really fun. Games where it's just about the traversal. Hey, we just got Death Stranding. It can be kind of neat, okay? And some people might say, well, it's really non-gameplay, but whatever, guys. Here today, one day in the life of a complete pacifist, hardcore, RPG player. So generally, when I play RPGs like this, like Oblivion or Skyrim, Fallouts, I generally go slow, creeping. I play stealth. I actually consider those some of the better, stealth games. Even though they're not full stealth games, they're RPGs, and you can go berserk if you want to. You can be tanky, or you can play stealthy archer like most people. Well, I prefer stealth games. I like stealth games a lot. Dark Messiah Might and Magic might be my very, very favorite. And that's also debatably like the RPG-ish elements. You could probably consider it an RPG, maybe. Action, adventure, stealth game, I don't know. Anyways, so this game, especially from the makers of New Vegas, I really wanted to check out, parkour, just running around. So that's what you're watching in the background right now. However, this video is going to be kind of like a light touching on a review. I got some complaints. This is really more of a rant. Obviously, this is not my highly edited review that I said I was going to do for this game. I'm going to do a full review of the Outer Worlds unless it completely bores me out of my brain. But what you guys are seeing is going to be supernova difficulty, which, if you guys haven't checked that out, has some things to it, such as extremely rare save spots. Also, monsters basically give you in one shot. About 2 hits, about 2 hits, you'll die. Things are really accurate. It's really hard to get away. So the build that I'm running with actually is going to be, I'm just getting to 40 dodge, and you know what? And that's pretty much it. Then next, I'm getting hacking and stealth and stuff like that. So mostly, but guys, it's a gotta go fast build. The perks are like, movement speed and health and defense. Basically, just take everything that has nothing to do with combat. We are not killing a single thing. That's it. We're literally just running through the game. Now, have I been finding success? I've been moving through the game. In fact, I've gotten through a lot of the game really, really quickly. I think also being on supernova difficulty and being a solo pacifist, I am not getting a lot of the story, and I'm missing probably a lot of the side quests, but that's just going to be the case with supernova difficulty. I'm sorry. Frankly, all of the quests that I have done have been completely, utterly boring, in my opinion. I have done these quests a million times in some of the worst MMOs, RPGs. There's some really inventive Elder Scrolls quests, you can think of them, but then there's also a lot of the bad ones. I feel like these quests, I feel like, I'm just going to say, my archetype that I'm running with right now makes a lot of sense. It's a lot of just back and forth delivery, go find this item, bring it back, kind of stuff. It's, that's what we got so far. I'm at the start of the game, but that's just what I'm experiencing so far. There's some characters, but it's like, man, it's kind of Borderlandsy, where it's like, wow, you're really upping this up. You're very extra. You're pulling a YouTuber right now. I don't think you have anything extra really deeper about you other than this sort of mask that you're putting on here. I'm the crazy guy, or it's like, I'm the person who wants to get out of her hometown. And that's pretty much it. There are a whole lot of that one note. In my opinion, so far that I've seen, there's been some funny lines that I maybe almost chuckled at, but at this point, it's like, man, just go full Borderlands. I really feel like this game, it took some inspiration. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so that's some harsh opinions, but now the gameplay. Playing as a pacifist, it's been very fun in a way. I'm going to say some reasons why it's also not fun, but I'm just going to say the game is challenging. Okay, the game has a huge mob density. Problem, I think, for normal gameplay, a problem for normal stealth gameplay, like you're actually trying to kill things one at a time via stealth. Everything is alerted basically instantaneously as soon as you don't insta-gib something. I mean, even maybe if you do, I don't really know. The stealth mechanic has just completely fallen apart for me. So I was actually running a stealth, the usual kind of stealth archer, melee type of build, where you assassinate things, and it just felt so shit. I just couldn't play that. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going full speed. I'm gonna go speed. I'm Sanicking around. I'm literally just gonna run and parkour through the game. And doing that, instantaneously, I made my character. Within like 10 minutes, I was well beyond where my other character was. Like, I don't know. I just ran through I literally was running through the game. But, with all that mob density, with all that specific, those specific encounters, there is an issue with the fact that, the game is very fucking hard. It's very hard, but also, normally in games like this, maybe, like, what is it? Like Dead by Daylight? No, I don't know, man. One of the zombie games of parkour, Far Cry is an open world, to get proper open world. Even Skyrim and stuff like that. If you move quick enough and you're fast enough and you use verticality to your advantage, especially in games like Far Cry, you can just get the hell out of there. You can jump over mountains, leap over tall buildings. You can leap and bound between different areas. But this game has some of the most strictest invisible walls that I have ever seen, and I'm somebody who I jammed the hell out of games like Call of Duty and Halo, games that are meant to be linear experiences. And I don't even know, man. At least Halo allowed a little bit more expression and freedom than this game, which is kind of supposed to be emulating that whole open world sort of thing, but it like doesn't really. It's not really like that. So yeah, playing a parkour character, I will literally know, because I also have the extra dodge forward mechanic. So I can run really fast. I can jump really far. Okay. But I am here, I'll be like on the top of a hill and I'll try to jump off the hill to a place that I know is walkable. There's just like a rock in between me and I can clearly jump it. Even if I didn't have these perks, I could probably clearly jump it. And nope, I'm getting hit by an invisible wall. My sprint breaks. And you know what? I die in one hit because I wasn't moving. I wasn't moving and the creature behind me spit acid on me and I die. That shit sucks. And that happens all the time. So the game really just becomes about memorizing the routes, kind of like a speedrunner. It's about memorizing the routes. It really feels like, have you ever made those bonfire runs from Dark Souls? It's like that, except 10 times fucking longer. Actually, the footage that you're watching in the background is me doing, it's a bonfire run. Because Supernova, you have limited save spots. Also, if you see me going into a place and then just leaving, like real quick that's because that's how saves work in this game. You have to leave an instance area for it to count as a save. Keep that in mind. If you just walk into a dungeon area, that doesn't count. You have to walk out. You have to be leaving the dungeon for it to count as a save, which is bullshit. That is, I cannot even fathom how that got through the QA process. Anyways. So yeah, what you're watching is I spawn at my ship. I have to run, and the map design for this specific island is just garbage. It's so confusing that you're gonna see the map pop up over and over again. And generally, I've only seen like 2 maps, but the design has been confusing and harsh and bewildering. And in a way, for someone like me, that's normally kind of a good thing. I want to have like full chaos. I want to have like, so many options to, at my disposal, which happened a lot actually in a few stealth games, especially Dark Messiah, Might and Magic. And maybe to you guys, if you ever played Dishonored, there's like lots of ways you can go up, you can go down, under the water, on the pipes. Use different abilities. Like there's a lot you could do, right, in those kind of games. But in this game, you don't really have any magic. You don't really have any abilities. So it's just me and my running fast. Which, even though I'm running fast, I'm still getting hit. Even though I have invulnerability on extended dodges and extra armor, all I have is like, good armor and bonuses to armor. Dude, it's I'm still dying in one hit. Like I don't know what to say. Like I'm dying a lot, and I'm using way too many health, resources. It's really crazy. Oh, and on Supernova, you also need to eat and drink and sleep, or your stats slowly go down. And I mean, like, as in, if you're just a little bit thirsty, you just become, I'm sorry to say this, it's not politically correct, but literally your stats are retarded. And you can actually become dumb. You can actually become lame. You really lose function of your character. So you go into a place fully expecting, that you're going to be able to hack certain things. But, if you come unprepared, then you might not reach those stat checks or something like that. And then also there's like all these crazy, you'll get hit by like a concussion, I don't know, something like a landmine or something, you'll get concussed. You might get hit by a creature. So like, you're trying to run through the whole map, right? One little spit, or like I think it's a canine. A canine can bite you and then make it to where you can't dodge anymore, or run, and then you're dead, and you got to respawn all the way back at the beginning. So that's the bad stuff. That's not the fun. That's not the good thing. That's gonna happen. Anyways, so what am I even doing? You might actually be watching the gameplay and see things are going pretty swimmingly. That's because I did this run. Well, a lot, countless. It's been like 8 hours doing this run. And this is actually, yes, I am going to succeed in my mission. You will see here at the end. I was actually recording this to show like my last failure, and I was going to uninstall the game. I actually ended up succeeding, which was really cool. Thanks to debatably a glitch, but we can say I manipulated the AI. Let's say that. But anyways, this is a perfect example of really the bullshittery of this game and why I chose to go a runner build. Because the game has you just literally running back and forth so much, especially because of the save system being so far apart. I don't know if you guys ever played Dark Souls or maybe a few other RPGs, but sometimes it's sometimes better just to cut the bullshit and just run straight through the whole game. You get to a point where it's like you don't gotta kill everything in between every bonfire. You don't gotta kill everything through the whole level of a Mega Man stage. Sometimes just get to the boss. That's pretty much it. So that's as much as I could tell, this game doesn't have bosses really, but there's like some special mobs every once in a while. Anyways, but yeah, I need to get to the objective. So my objective today is actually to kind of create a shortcut so I don't have to make this crazy run anymore. So there's this bridge, okay? And this is what I'm talking about with the bullshit. Okay, so I think, so the challenge is making the run all the way through here and surviving on Supernova. Okay, I get that. There's a trek involved. Well, there's this heavily fortified town on the other side of this bridge, which, by the way, there's no way to open it from your side, the spawn side. Just keep that in mind. So you see the bridge. Oh, I can't open it. There's no way to open it from this side. Okay, got to run all the way around. So there's obstacle number 1. Obstacle number 2. You have this crazy, extremely heavily fortified, city, which if you went stealth sniper or stealth melee, it would be hell to get through this. But, if you go pacifist, oh my fuck. This was crazy. This is like end game, final level stealth game shit right here. Also kind of weird. Some of the NPCs, depending on the save or the respawn, they were moved. Their AI was different. I don't know what's going on with that. It's kind of fucky. But anyways, I had to essentially break the game because if you just went into this thinking that you would just be able to do this normally, you're wrong. There's so many parts of the game actually, and I'm just at the beginning of the game where it's like I have to really break my own personal logic. Luckily, I went to school for game design. I've broken games ever since like Halo and Halo 2. Super jump represent. Glitching games and stuff like that has always been in my mindset and my spirit, my soul, my blood. And so, I want to play the game like that. I want to break this game. And the first thing, though, is I shouldn't have to play like that. I shouldn't have to have that mentality. I shouldn't have to think, oh, this is a super arcade game. It's incredibly unimmersive for an RPG. But it just sucks that I'm immediately put into that perspective because of like stuff like this. So I have to do shit where you're going to see on the screen, unless it already passed. But I had to actually activate a terminal from behind someone who is facing the terminal. So when I first saw that, I thought, well, okay, I'm a pacifist run, which was advertised BTW. The game literally opened up with an advertisement saying, you can play how you want to. You don't have to kill anybody if you don't want to. And, from the makers of New Vegas, I totally believed in that. It's an RPG. I want to play as a courier. I want to play as someone who just literally runs and gets shit done. So I'm thinking, okay, I can hack and stuff like that. But if I came to an area and I saw someone just staring at a computer, then what do? There is no stun gun, which was apparently planned for the game. You have no baton like you do in Thief. You have no, you can't choke people out like in Dishonored. You have no stealth game mechanics whatsoever. You can't even really lure people because, like I said, that whole system is broken. The entire aggro system is bullshit broken. It is possible if you really game it and really break the fucking game, but it is so hard and complicated and invisible that it might as well not even matter. But anyways, in the end, it doesn't matter because I can access the computer from like a mile away behind this guy's ass crack. So that worked out. Okay. Oh yeah, but by the way, I only knew to do that because I had to look up a fucking video because when I went to the wall on the other side, it said, oh, sorry, you need a passcode. Well, it actually didn't even say a passcode. It literally gave me no fucking hints whatsoever that I needed an extra code or whatever to actually open up this gate. So I went to the gate first and then, got slaughtered over and over again. Extra challenge, by the way, to access those terminals, which you're going to need to beat the game, you can't be in combat. So you can't just run through a dungeon. You have to stealth at certain areas. And breaking stealth or breaking aggro is like impossible. So anyways, you find the gate. Oh, you need another passcode. Look up a guide. Oh, it's in this building over here, and you go to this arbitrary thing, and then there's that whole ass crack, access the computer from right in front of somebody's eyeballs thing. Do that, and that all looks cool. And then you finally get on the bridge, and then there's these two patrolling robots, which god damn, their patrol was super awkward. Also, keep in mind, if you're a stealth fanatic, patrols are generally very, very tight, very specific. Horizon Zero Dawn even specifically shows you the tracking. This game, and yes, guys, I play a fuck ton of stealth games, okay? I'll name drop all day. This game, the patrols are seemingly random, even to the point that really, to my detriment, last time I did this, the robot AI on this bridge freaked out, bugged out, and it literally just stared at the computer. This time, I was actually, it kind of freaked out, bugged out because I aggroed it one time, and then it kind of got stuck. As you see, they're both supposed to patrol, but then all of a sudden this time it doesn't after aggroing. I don't know. But because of that, I was able to access the computer. It's all sorts of weird. Finally was able to access the computer. Finally opened up both freaking doors for this bridge, and that enabled me just to have a shortcut. Now I have to do a mission, which seemingly, if you guys don't know, it's the Devil's Peak. It's like free the radio monarch, whatever quest. Apparently, I have to kill people in order to release a guy from a room. He says that all of them have to die. So, me, I literally don't want to kill anybody, period. I don't want to have any deaths, whether that's robots killing them or not. Like, I think there is a way to get robots to kill people. I think there's a way to get some extra NPCs to help kill people. But I already feel betrayed. I feel betrayed because I feel like my run is over. My pacifist run in a game that literally advertised itself with pacifism as like a joke. It's like, oh, you didn't have to kill either of those people. Nah, I just feel shitty. Not only that, but this even though I feel like this is actually one of the more optimal ways to play this game because it's so arcade and stuff like that, it just really limits itself because of all the kind of clunkiness with the invisible walls. Overall, with the weird AI, how they have like these crazy magnetic bullets, like they really chomp you. The severity of Supernova, which has really weird save spots, and I don't know, guys. There's just a lot of weirdness with this game that makes it more frustrating than fun. Even though it really it's coming close to being really fun. I don't know if you just watched the video, but that probably looked pretty cool. I think I'm going to continue the run. I'm literally going to continue running in this run as my courier, RPG character. And I'm having fun now, but I can very, very clearly see myself raging. I almost rage quit this entire run, like I said earlier. I can see myself, I don't know, maybe the run actually might just be over, but I just see myself very quickly not enjoying this game. I've already tried a couple of different builds. The running build has been the most fun, and yet still, I don't know. The fun is slowing for me, even though I'm trying to go fast. I don't know. It's kind of cool to break games. Arcade, immersion, otherwise, I'm trying to have the most fun that I can. Some people might say I'm playing the game wrong, but you have to keep in mind, guys, it's an RPG that specifically advertised itself as a game where you can make characters, have different builds, and have, your player expression, tell your own story. And right now, I honestly, I'm just going to say right now, as an early verdict, it really feels like this is an incredibly confined and constrained RPG that really wants you to play a certain way during certain parts. They'll literally just throw fucking invisible wall after invisible wall in front of you, or they'll give you like these crazy hard stat checks, or they specifically create this game and these encounters so that you play a certain way because they want to give you a certain experience versus the other way around, which is what we love about Oblivion and Skyrim and the Fallout games. As janky and bonkers, as awkward as those games can be, that freedom of player expression, again, as shitty as sometimes it can be with the clunky combat, the awkward stealth, it still is so fucking fun. This game, I expected more. I'm getting a lot less, and I'm trying to work with that challenge. I'm trying to work with it, and I'm still kind of coming up a little bit short, is all I'm saying. I think I got a cool idea here, though. I'm going to keep it going. We'll see how it goes. But in terms of difficulty, it's fucking hard. and I'm cool with that. I like me some Dark Soulsian style gameplay. But that's pretty much it, guys. Much love, friends and family. My name is Skylent. This is my Pacifist parkour RPG character player. Keep the hype alive, and I'll see you again next time.